Hi, good day. I just want to respond to Layla and Kyla's topic, over the oversexualization of young people and children. That's Nubian 6, I think. But I wanted to agree to what you guys are saying and also to one of the comments. Um, I think it's by Insight, something like that. Right, but both of you guys are right. So you're right in the fact that yes, there's an over sexualization of teenagers and young children, and the person who responded that said that it is right for children to know about their sexuality now. Yes, I agree to that also, but I want to separate it and speak about one thing first and then speak about the other after. From my observation, um, being in the Caribbean, yes, I've seen it being done that what I did as a child, uh, with basically I enjoyed my childhood, yes, and while um, my sexuality became known to me, like step by step, it seems as if now that as young as you are, from the get go, you are supposed to be aware of it. That seems the normal thing that is happening right now. Is this wrong or is this right? First off, is that I think it's bad in a sense because children, yes, children aren't basically getting to be children because they're always trying to compete with being more mature than what they are actually supposed to um try to be, basically. So it's wrong in that sense because when you look at like 12-year-olds and 14-year-olds and you're walking in town and you see them with their eyes well done, more mascara than me, more lipstick and lip gloss than me, the eyes well done more than me, it's like they want to be even more mature than me. And yes, older guys are gonna be attracted to the females like that and they're gonna get themselves in more trouble, especially the fact that it's a normal thing now for young ladies to mature more quickly now. I don't know if it's the food, but that's the norm right now. So that in that essence, it's bad. However, because of the fact that our biggest influence to or on our children are basically the media, the radio, the television, the internet, and even though we as parents find it bad, or potential parents will find it bad that we don't want to expose our children to such sexuality from the get-go. School has an obligation to do it because they're trying to protect our children in a sense, and teach them upfront that this is the case, this is that. If someone does that to you, that is wrong. You make that known, right? So yes, they have to be taught it, but we as parents and potential parents are still obligated basically to protect our children in a sense. We won't want to expose them too much, but we want to be the ones to basically tell them before the school does, basically. So me telling my daughter at 3, okay, see that it's kind of I don't even know, it's kind of like this, it's so hard to basically decide which age is the right age, because then you're gonna always look at you want to always look at your child as being innocent and protect that innocence in a sense. But that innocence sometimes is like, so it's taken away by the fact that they're aware, and if we don't teach them, the media is gonna teach them. So what we as parents and potential parents have to do is basically okay, well, bit by bit we figure out how we're gonna tell them, at what age we're gonna tell them, and we can't wait too late because then we don't really get the privilege of teaching them, and then the whoever is the first to teach them leaves the conception in their head that this is the way. So even when we speak to them after they've already been exposed, then it won't be as effective, or their method may not be the method that we would have chosen for our children. So basically we need to be the ones to teach them so that when they're exposed, They know, okay, well, this is what mommy said, this is what my daddy said, this is the case. Yes, I already know that. I have a vagina, I have a penis. We don't need to expose them in terms of sex. Children don't really need to be exposed to sex. Children don't really need to start from an early age figuring they need to look sexy to attract some guy. I mean, that's the mentality that we have now, which I figure it's very terrible, because when you have 60-year-olds trying to look sexy, and you have like so much perverts, I mean, on the rise. I mean, like, basically we expect when your child is hurt, you're hurt too. And then we find that we have a global problem. It's not just in the Caribbean, it's not just in England, it's not just in America, it's like the whole entire world. We have that problem where children they're dressing like us, they're acting like us, they're imitating us, and it's not even us they're imitating, but the fact that the media sets a standard for even us as adults to dress in a particular way, to walk in a particular way. So when we embody that, they're doing the same thing because that's what they see. And even in children shows, they're doing it. They're in their cartoons, their little sitcoms, they're saying it, they're talking about it, they're talking about kisses, they're talking about whatever. So I guess we have to screen everything. It's not just knowing where your child is, knowing what they're doing. When they're watching television, we need to know what they're watching, what's on the computer. Is that child friendly, or is it really exposing? I mean, I don't have a problem with a child being mature enough to handle certain things, but when you expose, even to us as adults, when we expose ourselves to certain things, I mean, once an idea has already been conceived, or once our sense has already perceived something, the conception is already left in our head. So basically, it's hard to get away from that because we've already been exposed to something. It's the same with kids. It will be, even if they push it back, it will still be in their brains to a certain extent, and that is going to affect how they relate to others. And it's there's just gonna be a whole gulf of sexuality, and it's just gonna increase and increase and increase. Just now, I mean, like, people might be walking the streets basically having sex. I mean, they walk the streets dressing like hoes, things. Just now, that will just be the case. So yes, there is an over sexualization of our society now, which is very terrible.